be kids nowadays and parents, when they give kids Lunchables, Kool-Aids and sodas, uh all them candies like gum, Starburst, whatever they give the kids now, and even cereals. A lot of these things, even the fruit juices that say that they're fruit juices, you got to watch for the word concentrate. That's not natural. And if you look at behind some of the juice cartons, it don't take that long to look behind your foods and the ingredients and see what does it say, and ask yourself, do you even know what you're giving your kid or yourself? Do you know what that ingredient is? Some of that comes from the coal company, from the
Mm-hmm.
petroleum companies, and we ingest in that, and it's fine because it's on the shelf, right? That's what many people think. It's fine because it's at a grocery store. And some of these things have aspartame. It can have the food coloring, which give kids ADHD, hyper, like they start acting, all this energy and just extra energy. And not only is it giving them extra energy, they're becoming aggressive. They want to hit. They want to do these things that they normally don't do. But when you're giving these kids these foods, they're doing that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Thank you so much for that info. Let me see. You touched on the sea moss. What about the elderberries? What are elderberries, and what do you think some of the benefits are of, using elderberry?
I am going to talk a little bit more on this if you don't mind,
Okay,
because
no, you go ahead. It's all good.
okay, so the sea moss is great and is known to have helped with so many things such as cancer, especially the purple sea moss. So and I get that straight from Jamaica. I have someone out there, they're really cool people, and they have their own company out there, and they help the people just as I do, but I do it over here and they do it over there, and they have like these juices and soursop juices and all kinds of stuff they have over there, and it's beautiful. But so not only does sea moss give you these minerals and nutrients our body is needing, it can, by those who are diabetic, it can lower their blood pressure just by drinking the sea moss. That's all you got to do. You ain't
Mm,
got to take all these medications and stuff the doctor gives you. Just by taking sea moss, you're going to see a drastic change. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling people, because I'm not here to tell people what to do, but just by drinking sea moss, your AC1 is going to go down just by sea moss. Now, once they continue that and switch up their eating habits, there's so many things that can happen to them in a good way. It's solely based on them, like I said. And not only is it good for diabetes, it's good for rich source of calcium. You don't need milk. So all those that think they need milk, they don't need milk. All your calcium you need is in your sea moss. You know what I'm saying? You get it there. Um, I also offer it with burdock and bladderwrack, which, if you know anything about that, it gives your body the full 102 minerals your body needs. So you're getting all that combined into your body that you need. So um, with the sea moss as well, it helps with cancer, tumors, acid reflux. I just got off the phone with a guy that purchased from me at my vendors event that I was at I think it was last Saturday, and he was like, I ran out of my jar already, because he just got the 8-ounce jar because he wanted to try it. I was like, okay. And so he tried it, and he found a way to call me, because he said, I almost threw away your flyer. He said,
oh
I almost
wow.
threw away your flyer. Yeah. And
Mm,
he's like, there was days going by, and I was like, I know I'm not tripping. My body's acting different, because he said he has acid reflux. And he
mm-hmm.
said, not only does he have that, he has digestion problems. And mind you, he's only taken sea moss, and it was not the one mixed with burdock and bladderwrack. It was a plain sea moss. So the purple one at that. And so he was looking for me, and he finally found me, and he found me on Facebook. And then he was like, "Hey, I need whatever herbs you got." He's like, because
Right, right.
he already knew about Dr. Sabi, but I guess he never actually had the herbs. So
Mm,
when he was at the vendors event, he was like, "Yeah, I got to get this." So he got the sea moss, and he was just telling me today, and just hearing those things, it just makes you feel so good, because it's like all you doing is setting up at a place and just spreading knowledge. And look what you done did to somebody's life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
like I said, it's the little drops that make something so beautiful and it grows because now that you sparked that one being and he's seen what it's doing for him, oh, he's gonna go run and tell his wife, his grandchildren, all that. And to me, that's the wave I'm talking about because I ain't gotta say nothing. All I'm gonna tell you what these herbs do for you, and now it's up to you if you're gonna try it out because you ain't got nothing to lose from trying herbs. You see what I'm saying? But to gain. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
right. You right. Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, you're gonna go through a detox process, but it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's get into the elderberries. Now, the elderberry, of course, it comes from a tree, the elderberry tree. You can use the elderberries and you can also use the flowers. You can make teas with it. It works just as the same as the elderberry, but with the elderberries, you can make the syrup. So those who are dealing with coughs, asthma, tuberculosis, the COVID, what is it? I'm gonna get it. Hold on. Nausea, dealing
Hmm.
with nausea, the women that are pregnant is really good for you. And I make mines with agave, so it's alkaline for you. You don't get that honey. Honey, I mean, I don't have. I know some people got stuff against honey. I don't use honey no more. I used to until I figured out why I wasn't supposed to be using honey. And honey actually has more sugar, especially like for diabetics. It's not good for them to have honey. So I suggest taking agave. It's a natural source. It's not that extra sugar that you don't need, and it's alkaline to the body. So it's actually healing the body. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So another thing is rich in vitamin C. And anyone who's having any kind of respiratory issues or colds or coughs, I suggest them taking elderberry syrup. Keep it all year round if you have to. It's good to have year round. Me and my kids drink it. We put it in our smoothies, or they just drink it like that. We sometimes we have it twice a day just because they like the taste. So I let
Right,
them.
right.
You literally can never have too much elderberry syrup. I don't care what anyone says. It's a lie. You can have as much as you want. Um, Not saying to drink it if you don't need to, but if that was the case, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's gonna happen to you. If anything, you're gonna get better. So that's on the elderberry. So y'all should check out the benefits. Don't also by this podcast, don't take what I'm saying. I suggest y'all all go do your research. Like for real.
Yeah, yeah,
Research
that's
is
a very
important.
important point. Like you say, just do your own research. But like you say, if you eat McDonald's and Burger King, I mean, shit,
Well,
herbs
you
ain't gonna,
definitely know you yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So let me
I
see.
mean, look, there's I get some people on, and I ain't gonna say no names at all, but I do get
Mhm.
people that they know, and they still take their CMOS and stuff. But when I get them that come ask me again, like, what can I do this? And I'm like, well, it's diet, and that's all I'm gonna say. If it's not just diet, but I'm saying a diet is very huge, important factor to our health. And if you're not changing that, then don't expect for things to get better. It's going to help you cope with it, just like medication will. And it's going to actually, but without medication side effects, it's going to help you.
Mhm.
But if you're not allowing your body to heal, it's just going to cope through the whole thing that's going on with you. It's going to help you a little, though. It's